Hi, welcome to the Focused on JRF English Literature channel. In this video, we are going to see about NTNet English Literature syllabus in detail. So the first unit, you know it well. That's drama. So under drama, you have like in the beginning, you have Greek and Roman plays. Then you have morality, miracle, mystery, and interludes. Then under British literature, you have Middle English period, and the Middle English drama, you have Elizabethan drama, Restoration, Jacobean drama, Puritan drama, modern drama, and then you have modern drama, and then you have American drama, Indian drama, African drama, Canadian drama. So there are different kinds of drama, and that happened in different kind of period. So you need to note it down, and you need to list down the authors that comes under these periods. Then you have to take notes under that, and then you have to start your preparation. So there are also different kind of drama that I have given you here. You have expressionist, closet, you have historical, you have poetic, you have theatre of the absurd, then you have kitchen sink drama. So there are also different kinds of drama, different styles or techniques used by the dramatists. So these things also you have to know what is closet, what is mean by historical, what is mean by theatre of observed. All these things you need to know. Okay. So let's go to the unit 2. Unit 2 is poetry. So right from the Anglo-Saxon age you have poetry. So then you have Chaucerian, Elizabethan poetry is there, metaphysical poetry, cavalier poetry, transitional, romantic, Victorian, modern, American poetry, Canadian, then Australian, Indian, then African. So these are the time or the period that we had poetry. So you have to list down, as I told you earlier, you have to list down the authors under comes under these periods, and you have to list down their important poems. Then you have to know what the poem is about. Okay, so these are the things you need to know under poetry. Let's go to the unit 3, fiction and short story. Here you have picaresque, historical, gothic, epistolary, regional, dystopia. You have detective and campus, science fiction, space fiction, metafiction, chick fiction, and junk fiction. So these are the kinds of fiction that we see throughout the age. So you need to know why it is called as campus novel, why is it called as epistolary. Okay, so you need to know why they call like that and what are the novels that comes under these things. Okay, let's go to the unit 4. That is non-fictional prose. So non-fictional prose, you have these many kinds. Autobiography, you have lot of autobiography throughout the ages. You need to know who wrote autobiography, who is famous for autobiography, what are their autobiographies. And you have biographers, you need to know them, who wrote on whom, all those things you need to know. And then you have memoirs, you have essays, you have important travelogues which give you most important historical events. Then you have authorized version of Bible. There are so many versions written by so many people. You need to know them with the years. And then you have periodical essays. That's very important. Okay. Now let's go to unit 5. That is language, basic concepts, theories, and pedagogy, English in use. Under this, linguistic is a must. Then you have characteristic of language, teaching methodologies. Under teaching methodologies, you have so many methods. I have listed only some, but you have so many methods under teaching methodologies. So that is direct method, grammar translation method, audiolingual method. You need to know the definition of these things, and then you need to know what does it say. You have behavioral theory, rationalist theory, communicative language teaching. So all these things comes under unit 5. Let's go to unit 6. That is English in India, history, evolution, and futures. So under this, you definitely need to know the condition of English before as well as after independence. That's the very beginning of English. So you need to know the condition of English before and after words of independence. Then you need to research upon how English develops after independence in India. Then you have to know the English language teaching that happened in India. Then you need to know dialects of English in India, and then you also need to know future of English in India. So let's go to Unit 7. Unit 7 is cultural studies. Cultural studies, under cultural studies you need to know there are many terms that comes under cultural studies, so you need to remember the terms, because nowadays they have started asking, they have started to ask very important terms from cultural studies. So you just need to look upon the terms, very important terms that comes under cultural studies, and you need to remember all those things, all the terms, and who gave those terms, all those are important. Then you have the theorists that comes under cultural studies. You need to list down those people and you have to learn them. And then you also need to look upon history and the development of cultural studies throughout the ages. Okay, let's go to Unit 8. That's literary criticism. You have so many critics all around the age. First you have Greek critics, then you have Roman critics. Then in the Middle Age, there were critics. In the Enlightenment Age, there were critics. In the Romantic Age, there were critics. And in the Victorian Age, there were also critics. So you need to know all these people and what they say. All those things that comes under Unit 8. Let's go to Unit 9. That is literary theory post-World War. So these are the theories that you need to know, and you also need to know the theorists who comes under these theories. So structuralism, post-structuralism, psychoanalytical criticism, feminism, Marxism, post-colonial theory, secure theory, new historism, you have archetypal criticism, reader response theory, critical race studies, eco-criticism. So these are the theories that comes under this unit. So try to know at least all the important theories that comes under these theories. Okay, so let's go to the last unit, that is Unit 10, research methods and materials in English. So if you're going to do this thing, this is very helpful for the research students, actually doctoral scholars, those could be PhDs. So we need to know this. They gave these because we need to know what research means, and there are so many types of research. So I think that is why they have given us this topic under our syllabus. Okay, so we need to know what is syllabus first, what is research first. Then you have so many types under that, so we need to know that too. Then we also need to know the materials and the tools that can be used for research. So these are the things that you need to know under Unit 10. So I hope you understood, and I hope that you can prepare well with the syllabus that I have given you. First, have the syllabus at your hand. Syllabus is the source that we can use, or we'll get what we will know from which or from where they will be asking questions. So have the syllabus at your hand. Hope you understand the syllabus. In the upcoming videos, I'll be giving you much more. I might be beginning from the Chaucer age, or even before that. So stay tuned with me. Thank you.